And welcome back to the Metal Mixtape here on KSKQ 89.5 Ashland, Oregon, 94.1 Medford, Oregon, and streaming online at kskq.org. This is your boy, this is your family, DJRAMO, and with me,
Foxy.
And you know what? You know who we got on the line? We got Christian from Despised, Mourning. Can you hear us, man?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Dude, you are loud and clear, man. So, first of all, I want to say thank you, Christian, because I know you're in Chicago, and I had no idea, man, because usually when I'm like, I see bands that I'm interested in or that I like, I never see where they're from. You know? So you being in Chicago is... So what are you doing right now, man? It's 12:30 at night.
At work.
Yeah, work. So, dude, what do you do for work?
I'm an EMT on site at the local casino.
Dude, that's freaking amazing.
That is heavy.
And also, you're the lead singer, too.
Despised Mourning.
Dude, the first impression I got from you guys were totally brutal. You guys live... could I call it black metal? Is that correct? Or what would you guys call? What kind of genre would you guys call yourselves?
Probably Black and Death is usually what we get labeled as. We're just kind of doing us.
I've heard a little bit, and that's what I would say too. It seems like it's pretty black death mix, which is right up my alley.
Right on.
Awesome.
So, dudes, I know I only know from what I've seen on Facebook and everything but from people that don't know your band that well. Tell us a little bit about yourselves, like where you guys are from.
So we're from Quincy, Illinois. We're a little bit closer to St. Louis than we are Chicago. And we're just kind of like, it's kind of a podunk little town. And we've got a pretty decent metal scene out here, but it's all kind of the same stuff. So me and a couple of my friends decided we were going to try to do something a little different.
Well, what do you mean by all the same stuff?
We've got a lot of deathcore bands out here, and it's just your pretty run-of-the-mill deathcore. Nobody's really kind of trying to break the mold or doing anything insane, I guess is kind of the best way to describe it. So we decided we wanted to pull some theatrics, vomiting blood, makeup, stuff like that, just trying to put a little bit more edge on it from
so cool.
the guys just kind of going up there, jeans and a t-shirt on their weekend.
No, dude, I would love to see one of your shows. I love it when a band can put that much effort into like the production of their live show, like, you know, because like people are, you know, coming to see a show, man. They want to see you go off, like
Exactly.
Like I know any of us would want flames on stage, you know.
Fire.
Pyrotechnics. Woo.
Dude, I wish we could. Pyrotechnics are definitely something I want to play around with that I haven't gotten a chance to yet.
So, do you have any inspirations that inspire you to, you know, do certain things on stage, like the spitting out the blood? Because I know a couple singers that do that. But what are your inspirations to what you're trying to portray in your music?
I've kind of I'm a really diehard fan of Cradle of Filth. I just got started listening to black metal when I was like 9. So that's kind of been a really large, ongoing thing. Our musical influences are all over the place. Our bass player is really into punk. Our drummer is more like classic death metal. I'm more of a black metal fan. But I mean, it's just kind of a little bit of everybody's input kind of forming together to create what we're doing. Okay,
so how does the writing process usually start out? Does like the guitar player come out with an idea, or are you coming out with an idea, or how does a new song come about?
Usually it's our guitar player and our drummer working together to come up with kind of a rough shell, and then I'll go through and find vocal pattern for the lyrics that I have that matches what they're doing, and then we'll just kind of tweak what they have in order to make sure that the vocals are all going to fit.
Oh, okay. So
and find like cool accent stuff in here and there to throw in.
No, dude, that's awesome, dude. I love Cradle of Filth. The first song I ever heard of Cradle of Filth was Hurt Ghost in the Fog.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think so.
Are you in the office?
Yeah.
We have some extra guests.
Hey, remember, tell them also if they want to be on the radio in Oregon, they can hop on.
Will do.
So who are the other members in your band?
Zach East was our guitar player. We're currently We're currently looking at a new one right now. He wanted to kind of pursue some other things. And we've got Corey Grigsby on bass and Jimmy Wilson on drums. Jimmy used to play for Chupacabra, and Corey used to play for Best Kept Secret.
Nice. How did the band come about? Like, how did you guys get together and start?
Yeah, like whose idea was it to start the band? Like who were the people that started it?
It was me and Zach mainly. We're playing with a metalcore band out here called the Skyline Severance, and we got kind of.
Oh, I've heard of the Skyline Severance, dude.
They're great dudes, all great dudes, good friends of mine, and good friends of all of ours. But it wasn't quite fitting right with what we were wanting to do. So me and Zach kind of broke away from it, and we started kind of coming up with ideas. Zach's known Jimmy for a while because they played shows together with Zach's previous band. So we got Jimmy to come in, and then Corey, we just kind of found him on Facebook. He was looking for bands. He was like posting advertisements for it, and we needed a bass player, so we got a hold of him, and he fit right in.
No, dude, that's awesome. How long has the band been together?
2 years, going on 3.
Dude, that's sweet, dude. You guys are breaking through that barrier, man. Like, there's always like that honeymoon phase.
Getting past the 1 year.
Yeah.
Is really hard.
Oh no, definitely, dude. I say like the hardest thing to do is keep a band together because like a lot of times like the band gets together, they write their music, they start, and then when the band gets a little bit of success, everybody just kind of like, well, I could start my band. Well, I could start this band. Well, I should be doing this.
Personalities get strong.
Yeah, personalities get strong. People, so you know what? I honor you for sticking together that long, because I think after a couple of years, that's when like the music really starts flourishing, because you know everybody's completely acclimated to each other's styles, and you're just able to produce music.
Yeah, everybody's able to vibe together really well, which helps. Makes the songwriting process a lot smoother.
So, sir, you are the lead vocalist, man. I want to know what goes into your mind when you go about writing lyrics. You know, because especially for like black and death metal, like, are you like, I don't want to stereotype, but I know a lot of people, like, when they listen to black metal, death metal, you know, it's usually like, you know, ripping people's bodies apart, or like, I don't know, what type of stuff do you sing about? What are your inspirations on your lyrics?
Honestly, it kind of depends on the day. Like, there's a lot of doom metal influence. It's a lot of self-inflection and going through and like trying to kind of manifest what you as a person are. So there's a lot of like dealing with depression and death of not only people that you care about, but like thoughts of suicide and things like that, but as well as like violence towards others. It's kind of dependent. I've got songs that are about my frustration with the way society is going. I've got songs that are about dealing with depression and anxiety. I've got songs that are about dealing with the death of friends and family.
Dude, yeah.
And it's just kind of a matter of finding where your headspace is, locking into that headspace and allowing it to kind of consume you, just putting pen to paper.
Were you always a lyricist growing up, or did you just decide to be a lead singer someday, or have you always had this in you?
I kind of started off as a bass player, actually, when I was like 10 or 11. I got my first bass guitar, and I just kind of never put the effort into it that I needed to, and I started writing, won some like accolades for poetry and things like that, and started just turning it into lyrics.
Dude, that's pretty awesome, dude. And now you're a vocalist, killing it in a black metal band. So, what's the local scene down there? Is it pretty hardcore? Because I know most local scenes are pretty scarce. You have venues opening and closing, but do you guys have a lot of good places to play down there, or how's it going?
We've got a decent number of them. Unfortunately, yeah, the bars around here do kind of close it seems like every couple weeks, the new bars are changing owners and things like that. But our scene's pretty dedicated and pretty tight-knit. Like, so as soon as we find a venue, everybody jumps on it. And we all work together really well. There's us, Skyline, Dr. Dick Ramirez. We're the main three right now, but there's also like some smaller like rock bands and stuff like that we play shows with too.
Oh, okay. So it's usually just do you guys play a lot of all ages venues over there? Because I know that's like one thing a lot of these places are lacking.
It's 50-50. We've done like some shows at the mall of all places out here where we did like where they set up like an outdoor venue.
Yeah.
We've done a couple shows there. We've done a couple shows in St. Louis and a couple shows or some local bar shows. And we just recently started traveling to Iowa and threw down at a couple all ages shows in Iowa that were nuts.
No, that's awesome, dude. I hope one day to travel towards your area. Is there any awesome festivals that roll through your area?
Iowa Rock Fest, and then Iowa Rock Fest is the big one that I can think of.
Well, yeah, you guys probably get Slipknot a lot down over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
Yeah, Not Fest.
That's funny. I'm actually going to play a Slipknot song later on because I haven't heard it in forever. And I'm like the black and death metal guy, but it's such a good song, and it's so old, and it's one of those songs that nobody ever hears, so it's from that area.
Yeah, man, Slipknot rules.
Yeah, they were pretty good back in the day, especially, well, I'm playing it from their self-titled album. That was pretty good stuff back then.
Yeah, dude. But so your band, do you guys have any plans for doing any going any further than what you've normally done this year? Like any plateaus you're trying to hit?
Well, we're our EP is about to drop.
Okay.
Actually, we're waiting on the final mix for it now. We'd like to try to hit like a small, like maybe a week-long tour right around this area, just to kind of test the waters on how we're going to do with that. We've been kind of talking with some of the local bands about it. Those are our two main things. Like, I want to start playing with bigger bands. So far, we've played with guys that were just around our level, maybe a little bit above, but I'd like to actually get a chance to get on stage with, like, Starkill or November to Doom, or some of these bands that are, like, way bigger than ourselves. I think that'd be really cool.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know Starkill. It's funny, once I get, like, one friend from Chicago, it's like, Facebook tells me to friend everybody from Chicago, because you're, like, because I know Starkill, and I know, like, 3 other people from Chicago. But, I mean, yeah, but... No, that's interesting, man. So, you guys have the tour, the EP, any other personal goals that you have for yourself for this year?
I mean, always about trying to expand and do something better than what you did before. So, we're definitely going to try to put out a bigger production, a more intense show, and hopefully starting on a full-length album here before too long. Now that we've got the EP done.
Oh, okay. How do you guys go about booking shows? Because I know you said you wanted to play with higher bands, you know, like a little bit bigger bands or around your level. How do you guys go about your booking process?
That's honestly been mainly we've just been right place at the right time. People have gotten a hold of us.
Well, all right.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know in our band, usually like I try to do a lot of the booking, but normally I'm just trying to reach to as many people as I possibly can, man.
Yeah.
But
we anytime that we see like somebody posting up they need an opener or they need a band for such and such show, I'll try to get a hold of them as long as the dates are going to work with everybody else in the band.
No.
Try to get a hold of everybody first, make sure everybody's like going to be good on time.
No, I dig it. And you know, if you guys ever come to Oregon, dude, I'll book you guys some shows here.
Right on.
All right, so we're gonna get in a little since we've already gone past all the serious questions. Now we can go into like the more fun part of the interview.
Right on.
All right. So I always ask this question. This is a question I ask all guests. I want to ask, what is your biggest fail on stage, or your biggest like crap? Like, why did that happen? Like, you ever have any crazy, embarrassing stories?
So we one of the shows that we played in Iowa, one of the monitors wasn't as level as I thought it was. So I went to go put my foot up on it, and I slipped. I almost knocked the monitor off stage. There was a guy standing in front, caught the monitor, and caught me. And like had to shove me back on stage. He was like holding me by 1 foot, and I'm sitting here like completely off kilter, and trying not to fall off. He like just kind of kicks me back up on stage. I'm like, oh my god, what the
Quite
fuck?
the visual.
That is great.
So Omar has been telling me about these outfits that you guys wear. Can you explain what kind of like stuff that you wear?
I was saying Christian always looks really freaking good. I was telling her about like all this dark shit, all this dark stuff that you wear. Tell us a little bit how you go about picking out your outfits, man.
Honestly, it's been I've had like I was the goth kid in school, so like trench coats and stuff like that were just kind of a normal thing. And I found my friend sent me one that he thought I should order for Halloween, so I did. Ended up not using it for Halloween, using it for stage gear instead.
Right on.
Dude,
boots were just something that I had wanted for a really long time, so I ordered those and then just kind of of a regular pair of skinny jeans. The vest I found online. I was just kind of surfing through on eBay because I was trying to find something that would be comfortable to wear underneath that trench coat. Because, dude, oh my god, it gets so hot under that thing.
I bet, man. So, you were saying you also spit blood out on stage, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever you ever had any fail moments with spitting out the blood, like choking on your own blood?
I've almost thrown up because the shit tastes absolutely awful. So that was pretty bad. I had to kind of like turn my head real quick, kind of choke a little bit of it down, and spit it out, and then get back to where we were at. We played our last show in St. Louis. I didn't have as much of the blood out of my mouth as I thought, and I spat a bunch of it into my mic. And I ended up having mic issues for like the whole second half of the show because there was blood in it. I had to actually take the mic apart while we were at a small intermission and clean it out.
Wow. They could wait. No other band could just hand you a mic.
Right.
I'm running wireless. None of the other bands were.
Oh, okay. No.
And I bring my own because of spitting blood and stuff like that. Like I would feel really bad if I ruined somebody else's equipment. It's expensive.
Valid point.
No, dude, that's awesome, dude. I can't wait to see what you guys do in the future, and I can't wait to hear your EP, man. And after the EP comes out, I definitely want to play one of your songs on the show. Would that be cool?
Definitely.
Dude.
Yeah, dude. More than welcome to. We've our singles on iTunes and Spotify and Apple Music and all that stuff right now for the first song that we have off the EP.
I'm gonna have to find it, man. And we're gonna have to play it on the show. But we're coming towards the end of the show. What are some of the platforms people can find you on? Tell the audience your band's name and where you're from again, and anything you want to say to the fans?
We're just glad to have everybody being able to support us and being able to show up to shows, buy merch, being able to rep who we are to everybody else. It's been really cool. It's been a great journey to have with everybody so far, and we hope to continue it with everyone.
No, dude.
As far as platforms, I mainly use Facebook. We've also got Instagram, but we kind of mainly update that with show information. And then Spotify, iTunes to actually get our music. And then we're starting to try to put together an online merch store as well.
Heck yeah, man. Oh yeah, that's the dream, man. I know. Me and Clarissa here, we're in a band, and we were just talking earlier about how expensive it is, man. And we're about to drop a couple more $1,000 on merch. I mean, it's just crazy, man. Like,
trailer.
I know how it is, dude. I'm definitely looking forward for more stuff out of Insanity's reign. I've really enjoyed everything I've heard so far.
Hey, thanks, man. And down the road, Despised Mourning and Insanity's reign will have to play, man.
Definitely.
Well, thank you so much, Christian. Thank you for being a badass lead singer, and thank you for saving people's lives at the casino.
Dude, thank you guys for having me on.
No problem, dudes.
Thank you.
You have a great night, all right, brother?
Keep it metal, man.
We almost had Joel just fall out
Keep
of
it
the
upright, Joel.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, welcome back. That was an awesome interview with Despised Mourning, Mr. Christian there. That was a pretty cool interview. How you guys doing? How you doing, Josh? How you doing, Joel?
That was good. He was very personable, I must say.
Definitely, I enjoyed that.
Oh yeah, it's crazy because I swear all the people from the most darkest genres are like the most nice people. Like they're so kind. Like this guy's just like, sounds like a teddy bear.
Completely down to earth.
Well, you always see those memes online too of the dark like death metal head.
Yeah, where it's like
what my parents think I do, what I actually do.
Kitties.
Yep.
I am legit that guy. I love cats.
What is it like? Like metalheads need cuddles too. Yeah, no, that was amazing. Well, welcome back. This is the Metal Mixtape on KSKQ 89.5 Ashland, Oregon, 94.1 Medford, Oregon. Stream online at kskq.org. And yeah, we're gonna play a lot more music tonight. We haven't played Foxy's segment. Want to tell us about your segment we're gonna be doing on the second hour of the show?
The Foxy's 4 faves, and we got some pretty cool stuff this show. I've got some Armored Saint, Rain and Fire, some Dawkin, Breaking the Chains. Gonna play a bit of Metallica, The Frayed Ends of Sanity, Lazarus AD, Revolution.
But
The Lazarus AD.
I can get down with some Armored Saint and some Dawkins for sure.
Let's see. I haven't heard. I don't know what Lazarus AD is, but I'm looking forward to listening.
They're
to them.
good.
Definitely.
Like I said before, I was the host of the Metal Mixtape. I knew like 0.25% of music. Like I didn't know any thrash, melodic, or anything. But I'm happy because now I'm a huge Arsis fan, Hammerfall. But you know what? Huge fan I am right now? Dream Theater. Oh, Clarissa's pointing at Accent Star.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Accent Star now because of you.
Yeah, Accent Star is awesome. But you know what? I'm going to play some Dream Theater right now. And we're going to have a little intermission smoke break. And we'll be back at the top of the hour. Here is Fortune and Lies by Dream Theater on the Metal Mixtape.